What's up, everybody? About to head inside to the Now Arena. I have my media credentials now, so I'm a G League insider. Let's take you inside and let's watch some of the Bulls, the Windy City Bulls. Here we go.
Tonight's game pitted the Sioux Falls Skyforce versus the Windy City Bulls. The Skyforce came in at 8-4, and the Windy City Bulls were 4-8. The Bulls started out strong in the first half, led by Marcus Damask, who had 19 points in the first half, which led to a 20-point Bulls lead with a minute left in the first. Unfortunately for Damask, he only ended with 23 points, and he stated in the press conference that he just couldn't find his shot in the second half and only ended up with 4 points in the second frame. Meanwhile, Skyforce managed to claw their way back in the second half with some big threes and some key turnovers and sloppy play by the Bulls, who ended up with 19 total turnovers, which led to 25 points. They only turned the Skyforce over 11 times for 11 points out of those turnovers. Even with the Bulls shooting 57%, outdoing the Skyforce's 50%. The key in the game was those points off turnovers. The Bulls did have a chance at the end of the game to hit a three, but just came up close. It looked like he double clutched. If he would have just shot that in rhythm, there might have been a chance. Now let's check in with Bulls coach Billy Donovan III, as well as key players Jordan Hall and Marcus Damask.
One question for you. Damask has been playing extremely well these last couple months, coach. It's very comfortable. It's been different.
I think he's been putting the work. Trusting the process. To his credit, I think he's the best he's been playing all year. I think he's really starting to understand, the G League and the pro game. And sometimes it's a little bit of adjustment. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, for rookies to kind of find their groove. But I think him investing on the defensive side and then kind of impacting the games in other ways. It's great.
But you had to use a lot of guys off the bench today. Obviously, missing a lot of regular guys. How do you think the guys that stepped in or haven't gotten maybe much time prior, they got some time? How did they do?
Yeah, I thought it was next man up mentality. How it is. I think that's the beauty of the G League. You got to be able to pivot. You got to be able to take things in as they come. And I thought our guys did a great job. This was, I told the guys, if we can do this against Iowa and Sioux Falls, record-wise, one of the two best teams in the league, if we can keep doing this and keep trusting our process, and building from where we were from Thanksgiving break to now, I think we definitely got better. So it's just the next man up mentality. And these guys really enjoy playing with each other and really work together.
You mentioned Iowa and Sioux Falls, two of the better teams, obviously, in the Central. You guys won definitively. Could have had this one too. You were in control of it. What does that tell you about the team the last two games, especially playing against these higher-end teams, top division, that you guys were not only competing, but at points significantly outplaying these teams?
Yeah, I think it's just it's credit to them and all they put in. I think confidence comes from the work and trusting the process, and that's been our big theme. This first half of the season is trust our process, find the identity. And, it's hard to compete and execute when you don't have an identity. So that's something that we're really important to these guys.
You mentioned identity. Do you see it come into form? What do you kind of envision it being? And maybe these last two games give you a better idea of it?
Yeah, I think defensively, obviously, we could have done better, especially in the third quarter defensively. But I think our offense kind of helped with that. If you don't value possessions, you turn it over and you take tough shots. It's hard to get back in transition defense. It's almost impossible with some of these teams. So I really think the ball movement, I think we had over 30 assists for the first time. I really think guys are playing with the right intentions to make others better on both sides of the ball. Whether it's in rotations or defensively, those closeouts offensively, like you want to try to impact others the best you can. So I thought we did that for the most part.
Coach, the way this game was being played really shifted coming out of the locker room in the second half. In terms of, I think by my count, only 6 points for Sioux Falls in the paint, or outside of the paint in that first half versus, starting out 3-point shootout afterwards.
Yeah, for sure.
What's the challenge in trying to navigate a team where the game's kind of gone topsy-turvy like that? It's a completely different game than they started. What's the challenge in
We try to find ways to kind of throw them off the loop, to your point, whether it's changing defenses, which we did. I thought we did a really good job of that. Our staff did a good job. Uji and Brandon Watkins kind of handled our defense. So I thought those guys did a really good job, just kind of throwing off, their base coverages in the half court. But I think when you get a team like that out in transition, that's when they start getting rhythm. Josh Christopher starts feeling good. Nasir Little feels good. Stevens, all those guys start feeling good, and that's when you start getting in trouble. So it's really trying to control the things that you control, because there's so much in this game you can't control. Like it's like, if we could control everything, we'd be undefeated. But that's not how this game goes. So, but we're going to learn from this. We're going to clean this up tomorrow. And we're ready to go against Indiana on Sunday.
Yeah, but just looking ahead, as already mentioned, down a couple guys, 4-9. I think you're still in a great spot, seeing what we saw for the majority of the game today. What's the message in the locker room to keep your guys, head of this level, heading in the right direction?
Yeah, there's obviously times where you can push them a little bit, but also times to commend them for their effort. And obviously, it's a professional league. Like there's no moral victories per se, but I thought like this game and Sioux Falls guys, I think we're going to be better for it. And but I'm really proud of the effort and obviously, we struggled in the third quarter there, but I thought they responded in the fourth quarter. We came back quarter by 2. At the end of the game, we put ourselves a chance to tie to go overtime, or a chance to take the lead. So, but ultimately, I'm just really happy and really proud of these guys with their effort.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Match fit. We fought back. Came down to it.
And the thing is, you all fought back. Tell me about that first quarter and how you all were able to get back in and hit some quick time shots.
I mean, we had a great practice, competing all week in practice, so we got to do nothing different. We just got back to playing that game.
Jordan, 5 threes. Have you been working on that 3-point stroke? It seems like it was more than nicely tonight.
I mean, yeah, first half of the season game was fun like that. Getting a lot of extra shots up. Same tonight.
Is that one of the things you're working on primarily in your game? Where are some things you're kind of exploring to add to your game?
I feel like, I always been able to sing about, but I feel like I got to take that next step, stay there. I got to have good nights like tonight. Very consistent.
Obviously, guys coming in and out of the lineup. Tonight you got a good opportunity to get some minutes out there. How do you decide to kind of stay ready for the opportunity? Because, in the G League, one day you could be playing, the whole game, next game you're sitting. So how do you prepare yourself sort of for the unexpected?
G League and Jet, it's kind of the same thing. 12-man contract. Come to work every day, we work, we stay better.
Jordan, I asked Coach this before, another tough loss tonight. You guys still had a lot of really good things that you could take from this. Just what's the mindset going forward for you, everybody in the locker room, for just finishing out the rest of the season?
Well, we played this team last week, and they beat the crap out of it. Then we had all our teammates. We had a really full team. So see how tonight down 3 guys, taking out the wire, it shows the work that we're capable of doing. I feel like going to showcase and we're going the right direction.
Seems like lately you've been pretty much turning things around, be better, be comfortable, making shots. What's been different from the end of the season up to this point now?
I think it's been the same. I think I'm just kind of getting used to it. It's just kind of a new position that I've put in that I'm really taking me a little bit to get used to it and learn how to find my spots so that I can, help the team. So I think it's just getting used to the system and getting used to my teammates.
How tough was it taking a loss like this where you felt like you had a chance to actually win the game? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's a tough. I thought we played well enough. Should have won the game. We made 20 mistakes and they were ready to tonight, but I think that we're building in the right direction.
You all passing on extremely well. Actually, for the last month or so, what's the difference that will get everyone involved, making good passes, taking quality shots?
We've been watching a lot of film on shot selection and reading closeouts and stuff like that. So I think just seeing it every day is starting to translate on the court.
Marcus, you had a hot hand in the first 19 points. What do you think sort of happened the second half of the day? W or sort of just at halftime kind of cooled off your momentum that you didn't continue sort of the hot streak in the second half?
I didn't think that the looks were really there for me. Sometimes the looks are there for you, sometimes they're not. And the second half, I just wasn't, I didn't have as many looks.
You're doing a lot of kind of Ronnie using athleticism and sort of early on this season, but now you're expanding your shot and sort of an outside game. Tell me about sort of the change to your game and sort of the all-around you're adding to it, aspect to it.
I think it's really work. Every day I'm trying to put in work to get better, and it shows when you're doing the right thing day to day.
And Marcus, we talked about the hot hand to start this. It seemed like you were getting a lot of points early on. Was that part of the game plan against the Sioux team, was to get you going real early?
No, sometimes, it just kind of happens in the offense. Sometimes the ball finds it, sometimes it doesn't. And then the first half, it's a bit better.
And then in that third quarter, it seemed like Sioux Falls definitely brought a lot of actual defensive pressure. Did that affect you personally, or was it just kind of a team effort in terms of not being able to take care of it?
Yeah, I think just as a team, we had too many turnovers, and then the turnovers allowed them to get out in transition, and it just kind of high.
And then lastly, you have your career high tonight. You can sing your praises all day, especially in front of this crowd. You've been in Chicago, Illinois. What does it mean to be able to shoot up in front of all these fans?
Yeah, it's fun. The Illinois faithful and Southern Illinois faithful show out, so it's fun to be in this area where I just got a lot of connections and people want to see me.
Thank you, Marcus.
Thank you.